Sanibonani bafowethu emakhaya nginibingelele igama lami uThozane nguShex Ngema namhlanje ngizonethulela uhlelo oluhle kakhulu iSocial Cohesion brought to you by Sivananda World Peace Foundation which promotes the unity in diversity. Today I'm having my guest here with me today, but before we speak to them ake ngithi uba sanitizer kancane ngoba we don't want to spread iCovid. Yes. You can also wipe your faces, guys, no problem. So I will take this opportunity and welcome all my guests today. Remember, we are brought by Sivananda World Peace Foundation. So we're going to be speaking to one of the founder and also speaking to one of my guests. They're going to introduce themselves. Let me start with the lady here next to me. Sawubona.
Hello.
Unjani?
Yaphila.
Wow, at least you can speak Zulu.
I can try.
We can try.
That's the best thing.
Please introduce yourself to the viewers. What's your name? Where are you from?
Good day, viewers. My name is Natalie Jabba. I currently work for Open Arms Foundation and Network. I'm very proud to be part of the program today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having you. Hopefully we're going to have a lovely interview with you going forward. The next one, my Dr. Professor Mabheka, Ishwar Ramlutchman, Zulu. Thank you so much for having you, sir. Can you please explain who are you and tell us more where you're from?
Yabonga kakhulu. I'm Ishwar Ramlutchman Mabheka Zulu. I'm from KwaZulu Natal and I reside here in Richards Bay, and we are very pleased to have this program today. And yes, we're very happy that we could gather as one community today.
Thank you so much for having you, sir. Last one and least, the lady. Sawubona sis.
Nani?
Unjani uyaphila?
Ngiyaphila ngizwa kwena.
Sacela ukuthi usitshele uzazise ukuthi ubani namhlanje usuka kuphi.
Greetings at home. My name is Lindu Dube. I'm from Linzo Foundation, coming from a small village, KwaDlangezwa, under the municipality Umhlathuze. I'm so humbled and honored to be part of this program, and I'm so grateful that I'm also part of the panel.
Thank you so much for having you guys. Today we are just chilling here, sihlezi, and we are reminding ourselves it's Heritage Month, but I just wanna hear from you guys about social cohesion. Sikhuluma nje social cohesion. So what do you know about social cohesion? What can you say about social cohesion? Anyone can just explain to me how to understand social cohesion. I'm not going to point fingers at anyone. What can you say about social cohesion? What does it mean when someone speaks about social cohesion? Because we are here and we just want to let other people to understand what does social cohesion mean. I can give you Mabheka because I can see that you've got something to say. If you've got anything to share with us.
Thank you very much, Sheikhs Mandlagov.
Yes.
I think it's very important, during this heritage, when we sit together and talk about this oneness.
Yes.
And for me, this social cohesion, which is now a term that is always displayed. So it's basically the coming together of all of us.
Yes.
Whatever religion you belong, whatever race group you belong, we come together as one nation. As Tata Nelson Mandela said, that together we must be united. And promoting unity in diversity, we must come together and never forget that we belong to each other and we are one.
Umuntu ngabanye abantu ngempela logo what you are saying it emphasized to me that we need one another.
Absolutely.
That is why we're trying to promote a social cohesion, to say let's come together, let's be one nation. What can you say, Natal?
I agree. At the end of it, we need to ensure that from a young age, even our children need to play together, because I come from a preschool background where
Yes.
I had a daycare.
Yes.
And you can see with the young children that they don't see race, they don't see religion, they make friends. And at the same time, you know, their friend might not come to school the next day. They're able to still have a friend. They'll just carry on. And ultimately, they are there to enjoy themselves. And we as South Africans should be the same. We shouldn't be pointing fingers because you believe in something different or you've grown up differently.
Yes.
But it's also important to maintain within the social cohesion that we don't forget culture. We need the people that are respective of culture and allow it at the same time. You can't have a community that is a oneness if it doesn't allow everyone to be culturally respective.
Be yourself. Know who you
Exactly.
are.
Exactly. Know
Njengoba
who you
ngi-
are.
Yes. Thank you so much for your input. We really appreciate. Let's hear from Usis Lindiwe ukuthi ucabanga ukuthini yena social cohesion. Thank you, Sisi. Can you share anything with us?
Opportunity. I think social cohesion, it's coming together of culture, race, people at large. My understanding of social cohesion, it's unity. To use one word, like a simple word, it's unity. We need to understand that, yes, I might look brown, the other person might look white, but honestly, there is no color. Because if you cut me, or let's just say I cut you, the blood is the same. We are coming from one person. We believe in God. All of us believe in God. But at the same time, we need to remember that our culture, we still need to respect our culture. And I also still to respect the next person's culture, as much as we need to promote social cohesion. Just to say, okay, I'm trying to find the right way to put, but not like saying a lot of words.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that if we understand that Natalie is my sister, Mabheka is my brother, honestly, that's when we'll be able to practice social cohesion. Because some say social cohesion, they don't even understand what social cohesion is. It's something they just say, but they don't practice. We still have people who say, hey, Amandia, hey, Inzule. What is that? We are all one. We are all human beings.
Thank you so much, Sisi Lindiwe. Do you think, guys, I just want to check with you all. Do you think gender-based violence includes or is coming out from not practicing social cohesion? Because we've seen a lot of cases for gender-based violence. Is it maybe because of people not practicing social cohesion, or is it something else? What's your thought on that one? But Pape.
I strongly feel that, gender-based violence, when we look at it at large, everything impacts on each other. When we practice social cohesion, the spirit of Ubuntu,
Yes.
we are what we are of another person,
Yes.
and we promote unity in diversity, we automatically become one nation.
Yes.
And when we are one nation, we stand out to protect one another as a nation,
We have to.
so that we eradicate all these vices in society. Not only gender-based violence, drugs contribute tremendously towards gender-based violence.
Yes.
Alcohol contributes towards. Now, if we come together as a nation and try to protect our people by continuously speaking and having campaigns in regards to drug abuse, alcohol, all those type of things. Now, what I've also seen, anger. You might not take drugs, you might not take alcohol. You will have anger within you because of most probably some experience or a past that you experienced, which is within you. So all these type of things end up harming humanity at large. So social cohesion plays a major role, and unless we accept each other as Lindiwe has mentioned, we need to embrace each other.
Yes, yes, yes.
Unless we do that, and my master Sri Swami Shivananda was very clear, because he said, serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize, be good, do good. Now, accommodate. Now, if we translate all these things, serve humanity, love humanity, do good, be good, we must be able to practice all these things amongst our fellow citizens. And I must say, I share a very good friendship with all my friends around in the communities, because we look at them as one. Like, for instance, Sis Lindy is my sister, as she also reciprocated, I'm her brother. That alone, we've come into contact with each other for many years now, and we look at each other as brother and sisters, and we help each other, and I can tell you, her pain is my pain, my pain is her pain. I mean, same with Sis Natalie. I mean, we can talk of apartheid, we can talk of all sorts of things that happened in the past, but unless we move from the past, understand it, forgive, forget, and move forward, we must be able to look at each other as a real hope.
Thank you so much, Mabheka, for your input. I think you touch a very strong point where you say we need to love ourselves in order to take care to other ones, because we need one another. You share the same vision of sending love to the next person. That means when we can all as a nation do the same thing, that's how we're gonna minimize gender-based violence. Because if I take care of Sis Lindy, when I take care of you and Natalie, so it means obviously when I see that someone is going to do something wrong, I will definitely gonna make sure that it's not happening. By doing that, I will be helping my sister, not saying that because Natalie is white, then what? Okay, anything, what can you say? You've got anything to say about gender-based violence, Sis Lindy or Natalie? Anything you say?
I think it starts with self-love. Because
Yes,
if
yes,
I
yes.
love myself,
Yes.
I'll be able to love the next person. I don't believe that I can hurt myself intentionally. So
Yes.
that's why I'm saying it starts with self-love. You find that people are going through anger, as Mabheka said. They're going through anger. You find that they were abused when they were young, or they were going through a tough time. They just don't talk about it. That's when they make a mistake by taking out on the next person. That's why, honestly, I feel that once we start loving ourselves and we love the next person as a brother or a sister, because we grew up in times where whites were white, there were places where we were not allowed to go to.
Yes, yes.
Right now, I know that some will criticize me for saying this. I sometimes feel that the democracy ruined us. Because you find a black person saying nasty things about a white person or an Indian person. They will say that, oh, Segwitina Manja's pet. Who does she think she is? That alone is wrong. We need to understand that apartheid, it's not apartheid because it's coming from a white person or Indian person or a colored person. Also, black people can practice apartheid. So we need to love ourselves. We need to love the next person. We need to treat each other as brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much for your input. Mbukeli lapho ngasekhaya, we are sitting here. This show is brought to you by Sivananda World Peace Foundation. It's called Social Cohesion. We're discussing things that are happening in our lives. We've got a panel here, Natalie and Ishwar, Sis Lindy US. I just want to check with Natalie that have you got anything to say about gender-based violence?
I do. I believe similar in what our two brothers and sisters are saying, but it ultimately lies in education. The parents are going to teach their children what they experience, but it's how you teach it to them. You can teach them and explain exactly how it has happened, but have left that child with the love for humanity and the love to continue life and not harm people. And with gender-based violence, it's always going to be around, whether it's because of alcohol, abuse, just anger alone. That is a very, very big trigger. But again, with communication and education, if there's campaigns out there and the victims feel that they can actually come forward and speak out, because as a nation, as a oneness, unity, we're able to help. Because otherwise victims sit quietly. They're not going to go and talk to a friend about it because
yes, of course.
There's no help.
Yes.
So I think communication and education are going to go hand in hand in solving the problem. It may not eradicate it, but it'll definitely reduce the numbers.
Thank you so much for the input, guys. I just wanna tell you, Uti, don't go away because we are coming back with Umata, Umpendulo, Nayege, Upanda, just to capture out what are their thoughts, because it's still Heritage Month. This show is brought to you by Sivananda Well Peace Foundation, where we're promoting unity in diversity. So I'm gonna be taking the last message from my panel. What is your message through this Heritage Month?
Would be to love your neighbor and to do to others what you would want to be done to yourself.
Wow. Wow. Nice and sweet. Thank you so much for your message. Mabheka, what's your message?
Well, my message is very clear. I will start with myself, that I am a South African Zulu of Indian origin. And my message is embrace one another. You can see my attire. I've constantly embraced the Zulu culture and the Zulu people. And you must do the same. Let us understand each other's culture, heritage. Let us respect one another, have tolerance for each other. And mainly, we must be able to unite, and be one nation.
Thank you so much for your time. Lovely message. Unite. You are a unity person. I always see you in unity, trying to put people together. Sis Lindy, what are your last words?
My last words are be the change that you want the world to be.
Wow.
Also, I would like to urge the community, we need more foundation like Sivananda, foundation that promotes peace, foundation that promotes unity. Because
Yes.
really we can all go out supplying food, supplying water and everything. But if
There's no peace.
if there is no peace, we are
Wow.
dead.
Nice one, eh? Thank you so much, Mbukela Posekaya. We are wrapping it up now. Kamala Mutozane Musheks Ngema. We are discussing social cohesion brought to you by Sivananda Well Peace Foundation. I'm signing it out. Don't go away because I'm coming back with Umpendulo, Ubanda, and Mata. Signing out. Welcome back, Mbukela Posekai, Kamala Mutozane Musheks Ngema from On the Move and Entertainment. We are live here doing the show called Social Cohesion. It's brought to you by Sivananda Well Peace Foundation, guys. So I've got my other guys, my panel here. We've joined now by Umpendulo Mbulawa, and also we've got Umata on the side, and also Upumlani. They have just joined us. Guys, before we talk, let me welcome you with my sanitizer. Hopefully you don't have corona. Bring it here. Yeah, thanks so much. You can also wipe your faces if you want. It's not harm. Let me welcome you guys. Thank you for joining us here today in the show. We are because it's Heritage Month, so obviously we are talking heritage. We're talking social cohesion. So I just want to have a discussion with you on how you guys understanding and what do you think and what do you can say to elaborate is social cohesion in your own understanding. I just want your understanding. Maybe before we say anything, just please introduce yourself, Banda, to the viewers.
Ngibingelele igama lami ngoPhumlani ngwakabhanda ngiphuma kwi-Open Arms Foundation.
Thank you so much, Banda. Next is we've got Sis Martha.
Namaste, and I'm Martha Mishra. I'm from Durban, but I relocated here to this friendly, full of diverse culture in Zululand.
Thank you so much. Pendulo.
Igama uPendulo kaMbulawa from Vibe Online. So yeah, so engolezana.
Oh yeah, Pelid. Thank you so much, guys, for having with me with discussion. We've got to elaborate. We have to discuss. Nothing much. Let's break it down. Let's speak about social cohesion. How can anyone say, or what can you say? Nibona kanjani? What is it? What is a social cohesion? Panda.
Ngokubona kwami social cohesion
Yeah.
is to understand each other. Since siphila emhlabeni owodwa, is to understand ukuthi umuntu omhlophe uphila kanjani, umuntu wasendiya uphila kanjani, nokunderstanda ke ilanguage.
Yes.
Ilanguage esikhulumayo sisonke ngoba sikhuluma ilanguage ehlukile njengoba sizwile nje usisumata utheme ngena wabingelela wathi namaste okuthi if I'm not mistaken ulimi lasendiya yabo.
Yes.
So we must understand all those things singasho ukuthi awu uthini manje usisumata if esethi namaste, you know,
Nomiyasthuka.
we must understand all of that yabo.
Yes, yes.
Understand even their background, you know, because if you understand the background for someone, you uzomazi kangcono kunalokho mhlambe if umbukela kude ukuthi maybe amandiya, maybe abelungu, maybe amakhalathi yabo.
Yeah,
So you have to understand each other.
So the background is very important.
The background is very important, even the roots, you know. For people, we must understand their roots so that we can understand each other well.
Yazi usasho njalo mfowethu kuke kwangifikela at some stage ngihlezi ngedwa ngiyibuza ukuthi yeah, I've went to school, finished matric, I got job, I'm working well, but at some point it came into my mind that we were once told that when you are doing history and geography, you're not gonna get a good job. So I hated history from there. Only to find out that now I don't know about my roots. I don't know where I come from, because I was told that when I'm getting old, I'm not gonna get a nice job or a job that's gonna give me a good income or so forth. But now, since we are touching on the background, it is very important for us to know where we come from and understand our culture.
It's very important, because even that, if you are taught that you won't get a good job if you are studying a history.
Yeah, we were told that we need
that was wrong from the beginning.
we need to learn math and science.
Yes, that was also wrong, because they were not supposed to tell us that we are going to be employed.
Yes.
You know, in other, there are historians in this world. There are historians who are millionaires today, you know, by doing a research on our history every day, doing a research about how Zulu, how do they live in South Africa, you know. They are getting a lot of money about doing that. As you know, that there's a poverty out there, you know. So there are people who are doing a poverty with South Africa. That's all. There are people who are staying in the shacks. There are people who are staying there, you know. So what they were teaching you when you were growing up, I can't say it was wrong. It was their thoughts.
Yeah, it came to my mind one day. That's why I'm being touched when you're touching on a background, because I found myself forgetting who am I once I'm old. Now, because I'm more interested in knowing my history. Thank you so much, Banda. This show is brought to you by Sivananda Well Peace Foundation, and we are talking about social cohesion. Now, we are going to speak to one of the ladies inside, Umata. Thank you so much, Mata. What can you say about social cohesion? What do you think?
To me, social cohesion is a lifestyle. It's what we need to practice every day.
Yeah.
It's something that when we go out and we meet people and we see someone who is different to us, we need to always say hello, hi, greet them. That's the only way you can be able to promote unity. It's the only way we can promote social cohesion, by living the lifestyle of love.
Yes.
I guess everybody has to have love in order for you to smile. Like they said before, if you don't love yourself, you would not love others.
Yes.
So when we love ourselves, we love the world. And in that love, it must overflow till we have more and more and more to give. And in that way, when we give love, we promote social cohesion, we promote a lifestyle, and we promote others to be just like us.
Wow.
So this is my take on social cohesion.
Wow, nice one. Thank you so much.
Thank
Nice and short. I've got my last guest here to give me his own opinion, how he understands. Umpendulo Mbulawa. Sawubona bhuti.
Thokozani.
Uyaphila mfowethu?
Kuhamba kahle.
Mfowethu ngabe sizwile, siyabonga ukuthi cha ukhona nathi la namhlanje. Ake sizwe uwakho umbono mfowethu ukuthi uyibona kanjani indaba ethinta i-social cohesion, ungathini ngowakho?
It's a very touchy issue because it revolves around tolerance. So
Yeah.
what we've noticed, let's people have a very low tolerance when it comes to tolerating a culture of the next person that they don't understand.
Yeah.
They have a very low tolerance when it comes to tolerating a religion umuntu abanga understand. So impact local goes a long way. Today, in South Africa, we have challenges, big challenges when it comes to sports. We have challenges with cricket as we speak, challenges with rugby as we speak. When it comes to stigma, to say rugby is perceived as a white sport, cricket is perceived as a white sport, then Africans can cycle for football. I can't even surf because of the stigma. So if we were prioritizing social cohesion, maybe men's one excess of surfing.
Yeah,
Maybe
totally.
I would have fell in love in cricket. I can't even understand rugby, for that matter.
Yeah, totally.
So for me, as a born free, I think social cohesion, we really need to start practicing it now, because it proof we are not practicing social cohesion goes on our daily choices. It goes on what I eat. So again, am I interested on eating biryani? If not, why? It's a challenge. Am I interested on surfing as a sport? Do I even understand mangi buga? That's a challenge. So that means we are not in that level of understanding social cohesion. Hence, these conversations are important. So we can change our choices, our daily choices. The way we dress says a lot about how we think about social cohesion. Ishwar now is dressed as a black man.
Yeah.
So if he were to go to a mall manje, it would cause a stare. Why?
Yes.
In this day and age,
Yes.
after 26 years of democracy,
Yes.
why must we feel as if there's something special about Ishwar when he's wearing a Zulu regalia?
Yes.
There's nothing special. To him, you can see there's nothing special.
Yeah.
So these conversations and these dialogues are really
Hey, you are
encouraging.
touching in different points, which is very, very important, because if you're touching on sport, touching on food, touching on clothes, those things really means a lot. And we don't understand, we just do however we feel like. But when you are touching at it, now I can see that even volleyball was like for black Americans, cricket, it's for Indians, rugby for white people, and hence soccer is for black people. So you elaborate exactly how we doing things without noticing that we are not practicing the social cohesion. Thank you so much, guys. What are your message, maybe when we're closing during this Heritage Month? What can you say about, in closing, the message that you can give it to people?
Okay, the message that I'm sending out there, I'm sending that you must discover yourself, because it seems like we are lost, So if you discover yourself, it's where you'll get who you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Banda. Lovely message. I like it. Mata?
I love what Banda has said, and it's definitely what we need. And I think we should also not always be stuck in the past. We have the same air we're breathing. It's for everyone. We have the opportunities that is now available to everyone. We must challenge ourselves to be more than we can be from yesterday. Too many times we look in the past and we think our opportunities are not there, but they are there. They are available right now for us. We need to grab it. We need to take a hold of it, and we need to say, it is my opportunity to get where I want to be. You are the captain of your own ship, so steer it on. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mata. Mpendulo, awakugcina bafo?
Tolerance. There is no tolerance, none whatsoever in this country. We just need to increase our tolerance amongst each other, tolerate the culture of the next person. Just because I don't understand your culture doesn't mean I shouldn't tolerate you.
Do you think the system of education needs to be?
It also plays a huge role. It also plays a huge role when it comes to tolerance and understanding social cohesion. So
Okay.
obviously, the education system, we need to relook at it.
Okay.
Then it's gonna be easy
That's a
for
topic
us.
for another day. Thank you so much for your time. Ikamala Mutozane Ngushekswa Ngema. And that was the end of the show for today. Social cohesion that was being discussed by, I had a very lovely guest, which we are sitting with them. Last, Spethu Mpendulo, Speteke Umata, Sibambe, Sivale Ngobanda mfethu ekugcineni. Uyalazi udaba. Now, I'm going to be sending you to please go and follow our social media platforms. Follow TMC Streaming Live, follow On The Move, follow Sivananda. That's where you will see all these shows will be played there on social media platforms. Thank you so much. Kamala Mutozane Ngushekswa Ngema. I'm signing it out.